Okie doke. So today we have another tutorial. We're going through them pretty quickly, I want to say. And today I'm just gonna jump straight into it. We're talking about minor major 7 chords, okay? Root position. So what does that mean? Essentially, you have, let's take C because it's the easiest. You have your minor triad. Obviously, you know, you lower the third. That's your root note, is the C, your E flat and your G. But you're adding an additional note, right? Which is the B. So this is your minor major 7 chord. Now, there's different ways you can try and memorize this. So the first is just by thinking of it as a minor triad root position. And you add the major 7 notes, which is the B. And we know the major 7 is just a step, half step, sorry, below the root note, octave. So that's your major 7th note, and you merge it with your minor triad. Or you can think of it as the root note, which is C, and you want to build an augmented triad chord from the minor 3rd note, which is E flat, right? So if you take out the root note, this is actually an augmented triad, because we know an augmented triad is basically a major triad, but with just the 5th note raised. So the B flat becomes a B. That's your augmented triad. So as you play it, all you have to do is add the root note, which is C. See? And then you have it. Another way to think about it is also going back to the minor triad root position, right? But you can think of it as adding a major 3rd interval from the 5th note, which is the G. So from the G, if I add the major 3rd note, which is B, this is the major 3rd interval. Now all I have to do is just add the rest of the minor triad from the 5th note, right? And those are the 3 ways I think you know, you can use to memorize them. There's no right or wrong, whatever works better for you. Personally, for me, I just like to think of it as a minor triad with just the major 7th note. So just counting from the roof, octave note above, just half step down, and that's it. As far as fingering, obviously same thing as most triad chords, or tetrad chords. So with 4 notes, I would put the thumb on the 1, the 2 on the minor 3rd note, the middle finger on the 5th note, and then the pinky on the major 7th note. It's a nice little grip. Or you can do thumb, index, ring finger, and pinky. But I find it a little bit awkward and uncomfortable, so I prefer the option A. However, you can switch as you go. So it's all a matter of practice and how comfortable you feel with the fingering. And on the left hand, just switch it over. So pinky on the C, ring on the minor 3rd or middle, is up to you, either or. Then on the 5th, you can put your index, and then on the thumb, you can put you can put your thumb on the major 7th note, okay? But again, it's all down to how comfortable you feel. I feel like personally on the left, I would use a ring because it's just closer and it just feels more natural than using the 3rd, because I feel like I'm stretching quite a bit with the middle finger. All right, so I hope that makes sense. And as per usual, I'm gonna play them in all keys. And yeah, just practice them and just get used to the shape and positioning of your fingers. Let's go. So yeah, that was it. I hope it was useful. Obviously, you might have noticed the higher you stay, you know, the easier it is to kind of switch and go up. But obviously, that means more stretching and a little bit more pressure, because the higher you go, the heavier the keys feel. But with practice, as usual, it becomes smoother and easier. All right, see you in the next tutorial.